Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to go over the AP Lit and Comp written part of the test. We're going to spend most of our time talking about the third essay, but I did want to take a few moments and discuss the first two essays. Now, essentially, essay 1 and 2 on the Lit and Comp test are a rhetorical analysis of, a variety of texts, right? They can be prose, it can be poetry, whatever, right? So, for example, in the one that I have pulled up, it says carefully read Olive Senior's 2005 poem Plants, then in a well-organized essay, analyze how the poet portrays the complex relationship among the speaker, the implied audience, and plant life. You may wish to consider the author's use of such literary techniques as syntax, diction, and figurative language. So unlike the language and composition text where you have to kind of pull your own things out, right? They've given you a guideline of, you might want to consider syntax, diction, figurative language, right? And they're telling you, analyze this poem in terms of this particular thing. So how the poet portrays the complex relationships among the speaker, the implied audience, and plant life. The first two essays will be very similar in the sense that you are analyzing them in relation to a particular concept. The text is always given for you, and you can, just go to town, do the same sort of thing that you did last year, except obviously this is fiction. Now, the third essay is similar to the third essay on the AP Lang test in the sense that you are given less guidance, but it's different because now you have to choose a novel to answer this prompt with. So you can choose any text. They give you a list. You can see there's a double column list. There is on every test a list like this one, and it will give you texts that the people that created this test, so College Board, has said these will work. Some character in this text or some theme in this text will work for this essay. You do not have to choose off of this list. Okay, so you do not have to choose off of this list. However, you have to discuss a text that is of literary merit. This phrase right here, literary merit. What does it mean if something is of literary merit? Well, it means that it's a text that is worthy enough to be analyzed in this context. So think of something that has universal themes, some things that we still read today, right? Something that isn't just a kid's thriller, like everything's given to you. You have to really think to get to the bottom of things, and the more times you read it can provide different meanings, right? There are modern books that fall into this, but typically speaking, we're talking about our classics here. Just like all the other essays, you have a suggested time of 40 minutes, and you are going to write an argument around the book that you chose in relation to the prompt. So let's look at this prompt and see how we might approach this. So many works of literature feature characters who have been given a literal or figurative gift. The gift may be an object, or it may be a quality such as uncommon beauty, significant social position, great mental or imaginative faculties, or extraordinary physical powers. Yet this gift is also a burden or handicap. Select a character from a novel, epic, or play who has been given a gift that is both an advantage and a problem. Then write a well-developed essay analyzing the complex nature of the gift or how the gift contributes to the meaning of the work as a whole. So the first thing you have to do is consider what text you're going to talk about. It literally can be any text that you've read that you deem has literary merit, right? This particular prompt is asking you to analyze a gift or some sort of speciality that a character has, in which the gift is both an advantage and a problem. And you have to write an essay analyzing the complex nature of this gift and how it contributes to the meaning of the regular whole. So that is two parts, right? First, You have to analyze the complex nature, so meaning how is it good and bad at the same time, right? Not just a compare and contrast, but really digging your teeth into this topic, right? Obviously, when something is good and bad, there are complexities. And then you need to explain at some point how this situation, this gift, contributes to the meaning of the work as a whole. Okay, so you always have these questions that are framed in two parts, right? Analyze for this particular thing, and then how it contributes to the meaning of the work as a whole. You will always see this latter phrase, okay? You'll notice on this list that Frankenstein is listed. So what I want you to do is consider if you were going to answer to this prompt using Frankenstein, how would you approach it? Okay, so what character would you use? Because arguably you could use a few. And how would you approach this essay? So what I want you to do now is you're going to take about, I'd say take about 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Consider how you would respond to this prompt. And then I want you to make an outline, including a thesis for this prompt. Okay, so outline the 2 or 3 main points you're going to make and your thesis. I'm going to give you time to do this, but when we go back to class, make sure that you have this done. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit.